Hi everyone, today we're going to demonstrate how to take DNA out of strawberries. The reason we choose strawberries often for this example is because strawberries are octoploidy, meaning they have 8 chromosomes. Instead of being diploid, which you'd have 2 sets of chromosomes, they have 8 sets of chromosomes. So they have a lot of DNA available for us to extract, so it shows up really nice and visible. So what you're going to first start to do is you're going to stick strawberries in a Ziploc bag and you are going to smush them. Smush them all up. And smush them all up. Like if you were to make, like if you were going to use this to put on top of some sort of, baking thing or like pancakes or waffles, you would want to smush your strawberries to make a nice compote or jam or something. Just going to smush them all up till they're pretty much all smushed. Try to do your best to smush them as much as possible. You want to smush them to break open the strawberry to make it available for the other things that we add to help extract the DNA. Take that, smush it as best as possible. You're then going to add a little bit of water. I added 1/3 cup of water. I'm going to stick that in there. And then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of Dawn dish soap. I use Dawn dish soap, but you can use shampoo. For my experience, Dawn works the best. I don't know, I have not really looked at the properties in it, but it has something in it that works better to dissolve the lipid membrane. That's probably why they use it for ducks, to clean off ducks with no oil spills. Okay. Going to start mixing this in, and then you're going to add one more thing to your bag. You're going to add a 1/2 teaspoon, or just one tablespoon, or 1 teaspoon, sorry, of regular, just plain old table salt that you would find at your house. I'm trying to get it into the picture. I bought this at Signature. I guess that's Vaughn's. I don't know. Let's put this in here. You want one. This helps with the proteins and settle out the solution that we're going to pour into another container to help keep everything down and help with the DNA popping out, but not the rest of the stuff that we don't want to pop out. Okay. This is kind of messy too, so just be warned. You're going to then take this and you're just going to kind of mix it gently in this bag so you get a nice mixture that's all nice and, uniform. I pre-warn you, this does kind of smell weird when you do it. I don't know if it's the mixture of the salt and the soap, but it kind of smells kind of funky when you take it out of the bag. Once you have it all mixed up, you'll notice that my Dawn soap kind of turned the solution a little bluish. It's just because of the color of Dawn, but if you had a clear soap or a red soap or some sort of other colored soap, it wouldn't do that. It's just that because the Dawn, it looks more purple because it mixed with the red. It's just making sure it's all nice and mixed up, and then I'm going to transfer it into a tube that we can use to make a visual look at what's going to happen. So I'm going to pour a little of this into a test tube. You probably could do this a couple times because the amount that you have is probably more than the amount that you're going to need for your test tube. You can pour it into a little, I'm going to pour this into a little beaker first to make my pouring a little easier. If you have a plastic cup at home or something, that's fine. I happen to have a beaker here available to me. Some chunks that didn't get quite smushed, but I have a little beaker of the solution available to me, so I'm going to pour this into this tube just gently. I probably should have mixed the strawberries a little bit, but from my experience it works pretty good no matter what. So you have the solution, it looks like this in your tube, and then you're going to take some isopropyl alcohol. And now this I know is kind of hard to find right now, but we had some available, so I have found strawberry goo all over it too. I'm going to take this and I'm going to pour this on gently on top. You kind of want to let it go down the sides so you can create a nice bilayer. You want to use the properties of density for the alcohol to go on top to create a nice layer so that the DNA kind of floats at the top and you can see it and you didn't disrupt and you didn't have all the strawberry gunk come to the top as well. So you want to kind of let it just slowly cascade down the side. And then you're going to see all this white snot stuff slowly kind of forming to the top. Do you kind of, hopefully you can kind of see it. You see it right there? All that stuff. This is all the DNA that's inside the strawberry, and I can use my little pipette guy to come in here and try and pull some of this DNA out. So you can see there's some right there. And if I left this sitting for a good extension, you can see how it's like snot? It forms out like snot. So if I left this sitting, or if you were in lab doing this, it would be like a snot pulling out, like a large snot molecule. But the alcohol helps precipitate it out so that you can see it. You can, it's kind of hard to show on the video, but if you can see it right here, let me see if I can kind of squeeze it out. You can see how it looks like snot. If you do this at home and you leave it sitting for a greater period of time than I'm leaving it, you'll see a greater result happen. But I'm just trying to make a short video for you guys. So I guys hope you guys enjoyed how to extract DNA from a strawberry.